Iqbal Theba appeared on Celebrity Ghost Stories in 2011 and told a story about when he was a young boy in Pakistan and he was terrorized by a demonic spirit. Iqbal Theba is best known for playing the principal on the TV show Glee. You retaught to think in a certain way and interpret the things around you, and when something weird happens, you try to explain it so that it makes sense to you, so you can sleep in peace. I grew up in Karachi, Pakistan. That was where I was born and raised. When I was in my mid-teens, we were visiting some family friends. There was just me, my mom, and my little sister. They had a daughter, and her name was Farrah. My family had known Farrah's family since before I was born. Farrah was their only child. She was a friend of mine, and we grew up together. I was very fond of her. My mom said, "You know Farrah, she has been sick for a while." She said it so casually, I didn't think much about it. We were poor, and we did not have a car, so we took the bus. We went into the house, and my mom and her mom chatted for a while. Then my mom said, "Let's see how Farrah is doing." We got up and went into the back room. There was not much light. The window was covered, and the only light was coming through the door. It was sparsely furnished. There was hardly anything, just a table with a glass of water on it. Farrah was sitting on the floor with her head down. She was a horrible sight. Her hair was all over the place, and you could barely see her face. It looked like she hadn't bathed in days. My mom said, "How are you? Are you feeling okay?" There was no response. She was just sitting there, not moving. I felt it was a bit weird. Then, suddenly, she did something I will never forget. She went into a frenzied motion, raising her hands in the air and slapping the floor violently, letting out gasps and growls. I can still hear the sound she was making. It was as if she was possessed. After 2 or 3 minutes, she just stopped and looked straight at me. I was so nervous, I tried to avoid making eye contact with her. I was looking at the table, and all of a sudden, the glass began to move. I looked back at Farrah, and there was a devilish smile on her face. I didn't know what to think. I was really scared. It was one of those moments when everything goes out the window. All your logic, all your science, all your rationality, everything. I felt so uncomfortable, I ran out of the room. My sister and my mom followed. I asked my mom, "Did you see that?" "What?" She asked. "You didn't see that glass move?" I said, "UH." "No," she said. It's a very weird feeling when you read the only one who experiences that and no one else believes you. I just wanted to get out of that house. We left, and when we got to the bus stop, I was still feeling weird. There were throngs of people all around. A huge number of people were trying to get on the bus, and it was really chaotic. We got on the bus, and I was lucky to find a window seat. A few miles down the road, the bus stopped. Outside, there was a sea of people. I was looking out the window, looking at all the people, and all of a sudden, it was her. I made eye contact with her, and she was staring at me with the same devilish smiley toi, Farrah. There was no way she could have gotten there so fast. I was really scared and freaked out. I tried to show my sister because I wanted someone else to know what was happening. "That's her," I said. "Look, that's Farrah." My sister was like, "Who? What? Where?" We got home, and my sister and I was sleeping on the floor. In the middle of the night, I woke up. I had a strange feeling, and I opened my eyes. A silhouette was standing in the doorway. I knew it was her. I couldn't see her eyes, but she had the same hair, and there was a strange energy about her that filled up the whole room. Before I could say anything, she came rushing at me like a gush of wind. She was just on top of me, and she was so heavy. She a small girl, but she had this incredible physical power, and she was in complete control of me. I tried to wrestle myself out from under her, but she was too heavy. I wanted to scream, but her right hand pushed my chin all the way back, and I couldn't utter a sound. Did you how do that? What do you do? It seemed to go on so long, and then, suddenly, she was gone. I tried to say something, but it came out like a strangled yell. It was so loud that it woke my mother, and she came running into my room. "Iqbal," she said, "are you okay?" "I don't know." I said, "I don't know." That's all I could say, "I don't know." My mom tucked me back into bed, and she left the room. I tried to go to sleep, but I was afraid to look at the door. All I could think was, oh my God, what if she comes back? The next morning, at breakfast, I told my mom what I saw. She never really believed me. I don't know what happened to Farrah, and I never went back to that house. To this day, I don't think I have ever been that scared. Everything else in the world makes sense to me except that incident. I still don't talk about it because I am afraid people will think I am weird, but I know what I felt. I know what I saw, and that's all I can say.